everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here today again with the Make It Together Moth Journal. And I want to do a little work on the next unfinished signature. So let's see what's happening first here. It looks like we have a tuck spot that needs something in it. So that is probably what I will focus on. And I also want to see what else is happening in here. Okay. Okay. I got this, this is a page from like a really cool old secretary's desk book. One that I'm working on actually for a journal. I haven't shown you guys yet. Where is it? Over here. Hold on. I'm doing something weird with it though. That'll be a separate topic. Hold on. Here she is. And I think I posted this on my Instagram broadcast channel and said, like, is she a Black Widow? Time will tell. So this page actually came out of this secretary's desk book. So those books were basically sort of designed to be a few different things. Like they had a lot of different things in them that are general knowledge, like measures and weights. And then a lot of like business kind of like how to write a letter for doing collections, how to scribe in a meeting, like all that kind of stuff. You know, how to answer telephones. And then they had like a dictionary inside, and they would have sections like obscure words or titles or like just all sorts of information. So some of it was a little bit of like, here's some general idea of some, you know, moths for some reason and other insects, as well as like, whatchamacallit, like birds. They have one of birds, they have one of shells, like just a general kind of all things. So I'm thinking about that. I'm also thinking it might be time to find a nice place to put in my fabric flip with this beautiful moth fabric. Because this particular signature right now, I feel like it is a lot of pages that I'm like, I don't want to put ephemera on them or pockets or whatnot. I like the pages, but like a fabric flip would look really cool, I think, on here maybe. So let's take a look, see, like right on this page. So I think, I don't want that wrinkled up side. Let's go with this. Start from this end, and we will measure like not quite the width. Make a little cut here with my scissors. Perfect. And then maybe I'll just leave the rest attached, because I might use this for some little project for my daughter or something, some little dress maybe. Like I could do a bodice for her probably. There. Okay. Fold this back up, put it over here. Now we have this, and I just need to give it a tug. Clip these little stringies off, and then grab my Fabri-Tac. I'm having kind of I had a busy day of running errands. I had a bunch of things I had to do, and tomorrow is going to be the same. It's a pain. I swear some months it's like I get 1 month ahead in life. I feel like, oh, it's almost the next month. We got through all the stuff we had to do. And then like that new month arrives and it's like, oh, this month is not that different. So much to do all the time. Okay. Love, love, love. So fun. Okay. So that's on there. Now, we need to, the other thing I was thinking about, I have this great big moth. Now, I was thinking this weird idea, and I can't really put it together in my head. Okay, so I'm thinking about making this into a piece of stationery, like kind of, but I have to cut it out and I have to back it to see if this is going to work. So let's just try to do this weird project. I haven't, you know, this is one of those situations where it's a little tricky and I don't have a prototype. And I can't make a prototype, really. I mean, I guess I sort of could, but I don't feel like it, because it's kind of like, you know, knitting a swatch when you're a knitter. It's like, well, yeah, I could knit a swatch to make sure that this yarn does what it should, but then, like, I'm basically wasting stitches to just knit a swatch when I could be knitting a project. So I'm going to cut all these antennas off. We don't need all those bad boys. Okay, so let's set that aside for now. Then I need some fun paper like this packaging here to back this with. And I'm going to use maybe a tacky glue. Round and round the garden like a teddy bear. It might be the middle of the day and I might not have slept last night really at all. That's quite possible. And yeah, that's a long story. And yes, it does involve having small children. So I might be slightly loopy today because, yeah, I need a nap. But I'm not going to take a nap because then if I take a nap, I won't sleep tonight. So let's just hope for the best, that everyone has a slumber worth writing home about. Okay. There we go. She's glued. Now let's go around, and do we want to leave a little, maybe a little bit around her? I often like how it looks to have just that little bit of paper around the edge. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you get so used to seeing that little white outline when you're fussy cutting that it becomes like comforting. Okay. Now my plan is, like, if this were glued down on a page, okay, I want to be able to bend this and then bend this in, kind of like where the wing lines are. And then you would have like this cool bit of writing space that would have like the shape of the wing. One. Two. And three. Okay. So now we've got that. I think I only want to bend it the one way, and I need my bone folder because I really want to reinforce the creases. Two. Three. Three. Okay. So now the concept, I think, is that I want to, hold on. Yeah, okay, no, that's basically right. It's 1, 2, 2, yeah. Okay. Now I need ink though, because I want to cover up the folds on the front. Because there's a little bit of like a line that I can see that's white, and I don't want white on there. Is my ink? Not that one. This one. Okay. Perfect. Now, where's my signature? Here it is. So if you were to open this up, bring that fold in, this fold also in. I did that one funny. Let's do it again. And then I need ink. Okay, yeah, okay. So now the body part is here, and this is what I want glued down, just on this section here, so that all the rest of the angles can be lifted up and folded in on themselves so that it fits inside the book and you can write on the back side of this. So I'm going to just glue this part down like that, right like so, like a moth has landed on the book, like that. The rest can pop up, but because we want this to be able to stay in the book, now I have to figure out, I'm going to have to add some more folds. Maybe I should have done this in the book. So that one's fine as is, like, and it can come that way. So let's just reinforce this fold now that it's glued down. So that's good. Now this one, and then this one, right like that. And we'll reinforce that fold as well. And that's, oh, actually I can go a little further. That excess glue off there. Okay, so then we have this kind of wrinkly, runkly moth here that can pop up and fly around. But you know, she's also decently well controlled. She has self-control. She can stay inside the book because she's foldable. So that's kind of fun. It's a different kind of thing you can do. Then I've got the genus here. So why don't we cut the genus out? Glue that down. Making an end-to-end set of videos for a journal really demonstrates to me just exactly how much work goes into these journals. Like, not like it's a secret, but when you plan to film everything, it's like, oh wow, this is actually a lot of videos. So on the back here is just about spiders, which I don't need for this book, but I might keep this little circle here. Coming down like that. This is kind of like a little sciencey page. This is showing the actual size of the moth, so I can put that on there. I think this is a good way to experiment with large images on a page. Like, I think more than just a moth could work this way. Actual size. Okay, so there's that page. I enjoy that a lot. It's fun. I also like that there's like multiple ways it can fold and still close, and you're like, oh, there's even more room. Okay. You know, yeah, it's fun. But let's keep it down like that, and then we'll turn the page so it can just kind of be pressed this way. Okay. Now we need something for in here. And I'd like to do something with that vintage secretaries thing for the back of here maybe. And I might just make like something I can clip down on here. So I might make a pocket for on here and add some ephemera, just a simple little pocket or like a clear bag or something. I have this. Kind of cool to do something with this because I like this paper, and sometimes I feel like I don't want to cover these things up. So the closure for this is on this side. It's kind of like a bag. Think. Do I want to do like a triangle? Yeah. I like that idea because, or like a kind of a curve. This is just plastic that I want to use. Yeah, that's really cute like that. Can I stitch it on is the question. Yes, I can. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to stitch. Okay, so let's just trim these little threads. And I like the way the blue stitching that's in my bobbin goes here. That's really cute. I wasn't sure if I'd have to do anything to cover it, but I don't think so. And now we have not one but two pockets here actually, because this is double plastic, so you could use two pockets. So that's good because I think there's a few pages back here that aren't going to have ephemera like stuffed on them, and we all know I'm like a maximalist sometimes with ephemera. So this doesn't go with that, but can it go over here? I'm not sure. I think it's the same paper kind of. Well, the colors are a little different. Now, I think I want that to be more something I have in here, clipped on. So let's make something with it and stop talking about it. I need to use this bag. It's driving me bananas. It's huge. Let's just try to do that. With spraying oxide on it. Got some cool marks. Go back into the dungeon. Put the mark side on that side. I'm gonna plug the iron in and iron that paper. Okay. It'll just take all that crinkly nonsense out of that. Oops. That'll be for that. Then I need to find an asset to use for a tag here. I found this scrap from a nature notebook. What is all this too? Master of Escape. The worst enemy of the garden tiger moth is the bat. That's a nice little factoid card. I like that. some fun stuff on here that we can cut out, so I'll set that here. But I want something a little more like illustrative for a tag, like a little fantasy type. Oh, like her, she's beautiful. And then I could use this background. Oh no, this background. Look at this. Yes. Let's do that. That's good. My moth girl, she'll be wonderful as a tag. Okay. Let's put all this aside. Let's go grab the iron so we can finish that. Multitask. Good. Okay. That's done. And I'm back. Sorry for all the running around. Sometimes it's just necessary. Okay. These bags get rumpled up because of me. My husband, he is like a pro with the paper bags. I guess because where he lived in the US, the grocery store they went to like used paper bags. Here we never really used paper bags, but now it's really all you can get, if you can get them at all. In a lot of places it's mostly just reusable bags. So I get way more impatient than him. He can like turn a paper bag into like this neat and tidy little brand new looking thing, and me, I'm like scrumple, scrunch, throw it. So yeah, I usually say, can you do this? And he takes pity on me. Now to decide if I want to stitch. I don't think so. It'd be nice to have this just be kind of like a nice field note feeling piece like it is. Kind of grunge the edges up a little, like it's had some wear and tear. And then maybe a little in the middle, just here and there. Okay, good. Now I need a paper clip, a rusty paper clip. It's going to be time to rust paper clips again soon, because I am running low on them, I think. Lower than normal. Good. Now let's make this tag for that pocket. A nice piece of box. Very crooked. Okay, let me get the big chopper. Oh wow, yeah, that's extremely off. There we go. Just cover this in glue. Get rid of the sticky paper. Get this lovely paper that I made. I need to do more of this actually. I've run pretty much out of this cool paper. Okay. Oh, these scissors are terrible. Much better. Okay. Set this aside. I may use more of it in this book. We'll see. Give this a smooth. Okay. And then we'll trim the corners of the tag. Now this lovely love, put her on here. I'm not going to put the whole entire body on there. I'm going to leave a little off and then cut it because I don't want her in the center. I want her a little off to the side, kind of like that, and maybe a little lower too. Yeah. Okay. Then I need ink. This is just soft ink. I'm just using Vintage Photo, but I haven't re-inked it, so it's just soft. I'm going to get rid of that bright white paper, but not like add, you know, heavy brown. Good. I'm going to use this little verse here. We shall walk in velvet shoes wherever we go. Silence will fall like dews on white silence below. We shall walk in the snow. I'm going to keep the snow part. I thought I might get rid of it, but I think I will keep it. I like it. And then we will ink that as well. I don't have enough. Maybe I'll grab a little more. Not too much though. Okay, then I'm going to use some of this fabric up here that I was thinking I would add tabs with, and I'm going to use that as the top piece for this one. At least a part of it. I may find something else over at the stash beside the sewing machine, but I think that'll add a nice color. So we'll stitch around that. I shall return. There we are. So I added a little bit of this polka dot kind of fawn color underneath that, and it's all stitched around. So now we will go to the page where we want that to go. Right here. And that's done. So I might add a couple glued down moths here. Again, I know I already have one here, so I'll leave that be. Perhaps we'll add a, sorry for the stomping above my head. My son must be roaming around now. He was quiet and then he seems to have reawoken. going to be the dinner hour soon. So he'll be wanting to help us make dinner. Maybe just down here would be good. It's funny, as I'm making this moth journal, it's like I actually cannot stand moths. I have like a real dislike of, well, that's not true. Clothing moths, right? And wool moths, silk moths. Those, not silk moths, sorry, clothing moths, like the moths that will eat your wool, because I'm a knitter and a spinner and a fiber person. So I went a couple of weeks, I guess it's been about a month almost, to like a walk-in clinic when my daughter had tonsillitis, to take her in to get, medicine. And oddly, there were so many moths in this place. I don't know why, but I was like, oh, they're everywhere. Like, they had these really high ceilings. Like, they're in a strip mall. I hadn't been there before. And it was a really cold day, and they have kind of those open ceilings that like go up super, super high, and way up high above your head. You can see some of the mechanics of the building in that kind of a ceiling, right? So I could just see them up there, and there was probably like visibly about 10 of them, and they would come down and they would fly around people. And my daughter, like, she's inherited the dislike of moths from me, house moths, because we are very vigilant about not having moths because of my wool. And so she's like, there's moths in here, Mom. And I'm like, it's okay, like, we'll make sure that we don't bring any home with us. We'll take a little walk outside before we do anything. But like, ugh. And then today, was it today? No, yesterday, when I went to the mall, we were doing homework at the mall, and there was a clothing moth in there too. And I'm like, why? Because like, if there's clothing stores in the mall, which there are, you got to be careful. You don't want to bring those little turkeys home, because not just for wool people, but like, they will eat your closet. They will eat your clothes. They do not care. This girl's catching moths with her little basket. How cool. This is a moth fairy. I'm thinking I want a couple different kinds of ephemera in here. So maybe like something up close would be cute. Like these. That in there. But then something shaped a little differently. It's a nice background. Let's go with that. So we'll make a couple things here. So first will be this. I don't think I need to really do much with this, to be honest. I'm just going to round the corners, because it's kind of like a little bonus extra piece, because this is a double pocket. And then I'll go around it with some ink. I'll choose to see if yellow will show up, because we have a lantern that we're going to use. Oh yeah, it does. Good, good. So maybe this lantern is illuminating this little journal card a bit. And I'll do the back too. Okay. That'll go in here. And then we'll move this off to the side here. Sorry, I will show it to you before I do so. Move it away. Then let's straighten this out too. This is the other piece of that same cardboard. about there. Good. And I need to see how tall this piece is versus the size of the whole page. Okay. Yeah, okay. Will that fit on there? It will. Good. Okay. Cut this lantern out. Right, that's good. I just want to glue the bottom edge. And I want to give this just a little clip here and there. There and there. Yeah. Yeah, I need to make it a little shorter. Alright, let's use this last graph paper line. And then again, cut and cut. Because I don't want it poking out of the journal. That's what we want. Okay. Hold on, let me move my ink and I can get back in frame here. So that you can see what I am doing, which is this. Okay, so we trimmed, we have this now. I will ink the back of this a little bit just to make it blend. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's not like, you know, a major controversy. I do think though, do I have any, what I might do is make a little, just make my own little label with this. Oh, these scissors are so bad. Okay. Let's recut this again. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's very uneven. Let's fix that. Also, all of a sudden, I just heard something that sounds like a chainsaw. I don't exactly know what's going on upstairs, but I'm not going to question it. That's better. Okay. Oh, look at this guy. How does this machine work? And we'll just kind of mend those together, you know, to make it look a little cohesive and cute. Okay. And I'll put that in there. Then I'll dump all these little scrapply bits off of my book. Okay. Good and good. Now I need to cover some of, where is it? Maybe these. Let's see if, would it look weird? I was thinking of adding another moth there and another one down here. These are a little smaller though. So just add a little bit of dimension and also cover some of the strange text from this digital image that I can't remember where I got this, but I believe yeah, I don't remember who created it, but it's AI. This particular page was generated by AI, and oftentimes when you don't edit your AI images, you get all this wacky text behind it. Okay. But I did like the page, so I was like, I still want to put the page in. But we will make it better. With my painted moths. Okay. That's better. I'm not going to glue them down. I want them to have a little bit of lift. Yeah, that's much nicer. Okay, so let's review. Do I want to put anything on here like gilding wax? I feel like gilding wax adds like that sort of dusty moth element to that brown paper. Oh yeah, it does. I like that. Cool. Much better. This way and then this way. Have that fold. So that's that page. Then this. I like the signature. I think this one is good. It is good to go. Yep. Okay. So that finishes that signature. So this one's done and this one's done. What do we have here? We've got that there. I think I need to do a little bit of ephemera work in here. Yep, so next time I'll work on this signature. I think these, like, yeah, these last few I think still need ephemera. So I think we actually still have quite a bit of work to do on this book. But I think the first two signatures we can call finished. So I'll put them at the back here. And next time we'll come back and we'll work on this next one. So just a little video on this one today. But I need to move along and get on to something else. So thank you for joining me for this little moth together here. And until next time, take good care of you. Keep the clothing moths out of your closet. No clothing moths. And I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.